Hi again everyone, welcome to the Australian Formula 1 podcast. I'm Pep and I'm here with Max.
How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm good. We're here again, it's still raining in Sydney, but we decided to do one more episode because we've had some emails and some comments about the circuit situation. Different circuits and things going on, Bernie buying up circuits and Grand Prix all over the place. And we saw an interview with Bernie. He's actually in Australia at the moment for the Grand Prix.
Yep.
And we saw an interview with Bernie and he was talking about the circuits and about the night racing and things like that, and we thought, well, it's worth talking about because we had some opinions, mate.
We do. We have opinions.
The first one is that Bernie thinks that, Bernie is convinced that night racing is going to be the future of Formula 1, and he wants Australia and or Singapore and other Asian destinations to be night races. And he's confident in it. He's confident that Australia can produce a night race in the next year or two.
I'm confident that any circuit he wants to put on a night race can pretty well put
Do
on
it.
a night race. I don't like the idea of it. I'm happy for one race perhaps. Bernie was initially mooting the idea of
Singapore, yeah.
Get a Guernsey and come into the Formula 1 circus that perhaps he'd put on a night race there. Okay, fine, I guess, but turning around and saying, and maybe I'm biased, I don't know, but all of the Asian bloc countries like Australia and Singapore and Malaysia all go to night racing to satisfy the TV audience in Europe. Okay, from a commercial perspective, I can understand why he would do that.
Yeah.
So people can watch the Grand Prix at a decent hour
In Europe, yeah.
but I don't know too many drivers that would be overly enthusiastic about racing at night. I think that'd be not only from the safety perspective, but from the spectacle for the fans sitting there under floodlights. I don't know would be a great thing.
Well, Bernie was talking about like starting the day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and then having the race at like 8 p.m. Asia time, Australia time, whatever, so that it's prime time in Europe. And I agree, mate. Like maybe one race, I think it'd be an awesome spectacle. And it's something that where Formula 1 can go forward.
It's different. It would
very
be
different, yeah.
But I am just against, whether it be Australia or any of the nations this side of the world or not, I can't imagine, for example, Bernie turning around and saying, okay, we're going to make Spa, we're going to make Monza, circuits like that. Monaco,
yeah.
we're going to floodlight now.
Oh, imagine Monaco at night. Monaco at night.
Can't imagine these circuits.
Not going to happen.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. I think from a publicity perspective, perhaps have one Grand Prix. At this case, at a new circuit at Singapore, should they get to go ahead. But other than that, no, I don't really want to see it as part of our sport on a full-time basis. No.
Well, guys, we've got Singapore, who's not confirmed yet, but Korea is confirmed, and Abu Dhabi. I keep getting that wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Abu Dhabi is confirmed, so we've got a few more circuits coming up soon in the next couple of years, and a few people have been emailing us about the distribution, like the Europe versus the Asia versus the Middle East, and my personal opinion is it's a world championship, so it should be a good distribution, and that could perhaps mean that a couple of European races could go, but my vote, mate, is don't cut the European races, just have a few more Grand Prix.
Yeah, to me, Grand Prix racing, the home of Grand Prix racing is Europe.
Yeah.
Britain, Europe. It's not this side of the world, although we have a proud history this side of the world. Personally, I would be a little bit adverse to having more races in the Middle East. As far as sheer spectacle and atmosphere is concerned, I don't think you can beat Europe. And I find Bahrain, for example, I find it completely soulless as far as Formula 1 spectacle and spirit is concerned.
It's no Spa.
No.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Mate, Spa is coming back this year.
Thank
We have
God.
Spa.
Thank goodness
And
for that.
we've had some comments about that. Check out the Spa-Francorchamps website. It's got some great pictures of what they've been doing with Spa. They've been changing it a little bit. It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's coming back.
Simply cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm sure everyone watching this podcast is absolutely beside themselves that Spa's come back into our sport this year.
Yeah.
And it was disappointing that it wasn't there last year. I think Formula One suffered as a result of that.
It did, mate. So we've got Herman Tilke designing every circuit now. He's going to design Abu Dhabi. He's going to design Korea. He's rumoured to design also Singapore. So, you know, Herman's just the circuit designer of choice. And my personal opinion, mate, is that they should get some other people designing circuits. Herman, you've had your day. It's time for someone else to have a go.
Make pretty strong comments. What I like from Herman is tracks that do encourage some more overtaking. As I don't think I'm alone in that. I think the majority of people again watching this podcast would agree with me.
Yeah.
We want some overtaking, or at least more wheel to wheel fighting.
I just don't think he should have the monopoly. He's designed all the recent circuits, and he's also designing all the future ones. I think they could do with a couple of designers in F1.
He's already admitted, as of I think 2 months ago, that the design of the Bahraini circuit he could have done better.
Could have done better, yeah.
Pit lane is so far away from everything, and it's quite a long circuit as well. But power to him for actually having the guts to turn around and say, look, we could have done a bit better here.
Yeah.
I think that's great. But
Yeah.
I can't help but feel that some of the newer circuits are a little bit bland.
A little bit bland, yeah.
Yes, okay, lots of... It seems to be we'll have a twisty infield and have one or two straights, and that'll pretty much do it. I want to see some more medium speed corners and
Some more undulation.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to see loads of chicanes and lots of slow corners off the back end of a lot of long straights.
Yeah.
Some medium speed corners I think would improve the spectacle a hell of a lot more. But let's see what he comes up with.
Yeah. So that's our review of circuits. Let us know what you think about circus.
Yes,
Circuits.
let us know what you think about the circus and what animals you like. And when you're ready to turn around and talk about Formula One, let us know about that as well.
Tell us about circuits.
Yeah, we'd be pleased.
So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Okay, see you at the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
It was cold.
I'm an idiot.